welcome to the daily highlights of the 68th Annual National Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. Here at the major headline, all is set for the 68th Annual National Convention. Reverend Sam Aboyeji presides over the National Ministerial Council meeting. The news in full. I am Tracy Aziengbe. Reverend Sam Aboyeji presides over the National Ministerial Council meeting for the 68th Annual National Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. The General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji, while presiding over the meeting at the Foursquare camp at Jebo, Ogun State, outlined the various achievements recorded in the year under review. Other key leaders also gave their reports. All is set for the 68th Annual National Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, themed Rest on Every Side. The Chairman Planning Committee for the 68th Annual National Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Pastor Mrs. Yomi Adejugbe, gave this assurance in an interview with Foursquare TV.
We are ready for this year's convention to the glory of God, and we believe God that will be mighty in this year's convention. Especially for all the participants, there will be salvation, there will be deliverance, sinners will be saved, eyes of the blind shall be opened. The Lord is going to do great and mighty, unprecedented miracles. And we are sure that everyone will go home with testimonies of rest on every side.
Other members of the committee shared their preparedness for the convention.
I urge all our conventioneers that as they arrive at the camp, from the gate, they should endeavor to register themselves so that we could know actually that they are on ground. Besides that, we also have made provision for people to be able to register online.
In terms of publication, the brochure is ready, is loaded with lots of blessing. You cannot afford to miss it and the content therein.
Arrangement has been made to transport people down to the camp. And already a lot have been transported. Our arms have been transported from choir to ushers, protocol. They have been transported, and the buses are still running, bringing people down to the camp.
The National Music Ministry of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria is ready for this convention. We have a lot of program for you, starting from the praise team, from the orchestra, the children choir, the teens choir, and also the adult choir, national adult choir. All of us will be ministering at this convention.
As conventioners arrive camp for the 68th Annual National Convention, they share their expectations with Foursquare TV.
We have come here really to have rest from the Lord on every side. So many people are troubled because of what we are going through in our nation. So we believe that by the time we'll be going through and concluding this program, we'll have a lot of rest, both spiritually, financially, and all round. That's what we are expecting from the Lord, even at this time.
Me, I'm expecting rest on every side. So nothing to fear, nothing to worry. Say we should not worry ourselves about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. And so we believe God that we have rest on every side, both spiritually, physically, financially, health-wise. And the final rest is in heaven, when we all shall see Jesus on the throne and rejoice with him.
I'm hoping I get to have a very awesome and interesting experience, and that is why I'm here from Monday all through the programs.
My expectations during this convention is to truly enjoy the rest that the Lord Jesus Christ has to offer. It is my expectation. I am looking forward to it, and I believe I have it in Jesus' name.
I'm expecting God to settle me, and I'm expecting him that this year team will not pass me by.
I'm here to be ushered into that season of rest with all of the plenty things that are going on in the country, giving reason to worry. I think that this team is strategic. Rest on every side, every area, spiritual, physical, economy, rest all around. And I'm here to be ushered into the beginning of that season.
From this convention, we are expecting the best.
I look forward to a time of refreshing, impartation.
My expectations for the national convention is blessings. I need huge blessings from God. I need greater heights. and rest on all sides.
And my expectation from this convention is to consume the theme of this convention, rest on every side, into my life and into my family.
I am overwhelmed because I know I'm going to receive rest on every side.
One of my major expectations for this year's convention, while I was praying, I trusted God for raw miracles, unusual miracles. I look forward to a convention where we are able to witness miracles as of old.
Here are the sights and sounds compiled by Audrey Asine.
Bàbá ẹ ṣé ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Jésù ẹ ṣé ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Ìbá má ṣe pé mo ní Jésù tí bàbá. Ìbá má ṣe pé mo ní Jésù lọ́wọ́.
And this was the news produced by Ayodeji Oluwafemi, edited by Asine Audrey. I'm Tracy Aziengbe. Thanks for watching.
To the glory of God, in November 2022, the organization declared the theme for 2023 convention, which is the 68th convention of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. And the theme, by the special grace of God, was a prophetic one declared by our General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Sam Aboyeji, as rest on every side, from 1 Kings 5:4. And the committee were inaugurated in January, and the committee started working in January 2023, to the glory of God. The committee had their initial meeting in December after the declaration of the theme, and we started by praying. We started by praying to God because we believe that with God all things are possible. And we made it bold and declared boldly that without God we cannot achieve anything. So we set up a team of people that started praying from January, and then we extended it to the organization at large for everyone to be praying. We declared a 300 days prayer starting from January 1, 2023. And so on a daily basis, the team prays. As a team, we have about 3 responsibilities in addition to the planning for 2023 convention, our 68th annual convention, which are the projects that we embarked on. The very first one is the enhancement of our auditorium. And the second project is an initiative to give back to the community, which is the construction of a police station. And also, we realize that when we come for convention, as a family, we need bonding. We need bonding, we need to bond. And then with the help of God, we came with the idea of having what we call Foursquare Family Recreation Center. The Foursquare Family Recreation Center is where we have a football pitch. And so we also added what we call Foursquare Family Fitness Center, which has gym and also a game room. What we're trying to do as a committee, aside from bonding, is to see how we can encourage everyone to be part of our annual convention. Starting from adults, we talk about youths, we talk about teenagers. And so we know that with that, we'll be able to bring everybody together because we need to satisfy people's interest. and for God to be glorified. And for us to have an opportunity whereby when we come to camp for spiritual exercise, we'll also have an opportunity to have a body exercise. So we embarked on that also to construct that fitness center even for the organization. So in January, we engaged designers, we engaged construction outfits. We had to start off with the planning and also putting together of everything that is required for us to do our construction. At the initial stage, we thought we were going to do the extension of the auditorium. So we started by clearing the site after approval for us to have the project sited at those locations where they are right now. And so as a team, we started off also by having monthly meetings. We have our regular meetings every third Sunday, of the month. And then we also devised another avenue to pray corporately by having monthly prayer walk in Ajebo camp, because we understand that Ajebo camp is going to be where the convention is going to take place, and there's need for us to bring down the presence of the Lord. So as a team, we come on a monthly basis to do our Jesus March so that we can pray to God. We walk around the whole camp and then dedicatedly, pray over some areas in the camp. Our journey started since January, to the glory of God. Then it was as if the November was very close to January, because we know that when we plan early, execution is going to be, seamless, is going to be flawless. And with God on our side, we know that everything will come and it will be very, very perfect. So to the glory of God, we progressed by reviewing all our designs, trying to put things in place with the help of our organization, support and the members of the organization. We started publicizing precisely after April, which is after our ICML. We started publicizing, and to the glory of God, even before then, we engage all our axis and regional coordinators, because we know that it is their work. We are just representing them, but we need to start off with them so that we can be launched out. On that, we were able to cover almost all the regions, at least about 95%. Regional coordinators and axis coordinators were visited, and we were welcomed warmly. We presented our plan, we presented our proposal to them, and it was well received. A lot of them, encouraged us. A lot of them questioned some of the things that we plan to do. A lot of them also shared their experiences with us and told us what we need to do and what not to do. And to the glory of God, the counsel of our leaders really, really helped us. And with that, we were able to go to Abeokuta. We went to all the regional and axis coordinators, just like I mentioned, those in Lagos, those in Abuja, those in Port Harcourt. We went as far as Warri and everywhere. And then we blessed the name of the Lord for what we got from them. In fact, another thing that really touched us was that we, as a committee, we were contemplating on going to about 2 places in a day because of the distance. But the Spirit of the Lord said we should go. And to the glory of God, we visited one of our axis coordinators in Lagos here that actually helped us to boost, our morale, to tell us that indeed God is in charge of what we're doing. He told us categorically that before we arrived, he had an agreement with his wife to give us a certain amount of money. But in the process of our presentation and expression of what we want to do, he decided to increase the money. And that was one thing that actually touched us to know, that made us to know that we are on the right track, to the glory of God. So God has been faithful to us as a committee. We've been able to construct and design and construct our police station. And aside from the police station, we have actually also constructed our pavilion, which is the Foursquare Family Recreation Center, where we have the football pitch, and then we have a very beautiful sitting arena for people. We call that Foursquare Recreation Center a sports arena. And then we've also been able to construct Foursquare Family Fitness Center that has the gym and also a game room. We've been able to also enhance the auditorium. We have enhanced the auditorium. We did the enhancement at the altar area, mostly at the altar area. We saw the need for us to raise the wall that surrounds where our zonal superintendent sits, so that they will not, they will be comfortable and rain and the sun will not disturb them. So we raised the wall, and at the same time we decided to procure a reinforced splash shield in order to protect them in case it rains. And we were able to rebuild and repair the altar backdrop by raising the wall and also constructing with what we call stucco. The stucco is going to beautify the altar, and then it will require minimal decoration because it is already very, very beautiful. We saw the need for us to have a VIP toilet. We have an existing VIP toilet though, but for us to shield the people that goes into the toilet, we had to build a screen, a wall screen around the existing VIP toilets, and we were able to remove all the existing facilities that are there and replace them with new ones. And one thing that is very significant that God allowed us